Hey Aries, it's Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your energy check for February 2022. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements in your chart, any other prominent placements with Aries. And cross watchers are welcome here. We are calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light because I don't want to talk to anyone else. We're going to do past, present, future spread today. Do some clarification and find out any energy that you are not expecting for the month as well. So let's take a look, Aries. First thing that we have is the Six of Pentacles. What I'm also hearing is back and forth resolution. This is back and forth reciprocation, reciprocity. This is also kind of, I'm feeling like some of you are having a lot of money coming your way. This is either a raise or some kind of, I'm also hearing a prominent commitment, but something that you've wanted that feels like a resource or feels like stability and safety and security. So this is past. Here's the King of Cups reversed. And here is the Queen of Wands. So the King of Cups reversed, when I see a king reversed, it's always for me someone who is coming from their childlike place. This can also be somebody who is drinking a lot, imbibing a lot, coming from an emotional place where they're being emotionally manipulative to get what it is that they want. They're coming from that, unevolved place, and that's how they're communicating. And then here's this Queen of Wands, who is the wielder of the deck. She is the manifester, brings people together, wields energy to make things happen. And she's also congenial, attractive. There's a lot of magnetic energy here. So let's take a look. We're going to do some clarifying here in a minute as well. All right, here's present time energy. Here's the Three of Wands. This is about things that you've been manifesting already and kind of waiting for those ships to come in. We've got the Chariot reversed. This is really interesting. I have shuffled and shuffled and shuffled, and also this is a completely different deck, but I just did Leo, and there are a couple of placements here that are exactly the same with a completely different deck. So just want to say that maybe you want to check out Leo's spread as well for February. But we've got the Chariot here. It's like waiting for ships to come in. And then the Chariot's like, hold up, I need to plan. There needs to be a plan of action here that needs to change before I can actually beeline to the victory or beeline to the goal. And then we've got the Hanged Man. We've got the Hanged Man reversed. So this is about no longer having to sacrifice, no longer having to wait, actually having seen everything that the universe and my higher self want me to see in order to move forward. Usually when we have the Hanged Man, it can be like, for the personality self, a real bummer because you don't want to wait and you want to go faster. But ultimately, it's your higher self in the universe trying to show you different ways, different perspectives, different ways to see things before you move on. And this is having seen those already and not having to sacrifice, not having to wait, being able to go forward. So here is future. Here's the Page of Pentacles reversed. So this has something to do with not building some kind of a bridge, not taking a particular offer. Here's the Queen of Swords, who is very clear in her intrinsic intention about what it is she'll be accepting and what it is that she won't be accepting. And here is the Emperor reversed. So here is the energy of the Emperor is usually a married person for me. They're reversed. So they're married or committed, but not acting married or committed. They are not feeling completely in control of the situation, and they might be doing things in order to feel more control of a situation. Okay, Aries, let's take a look. I'm going to use, this deck is lighting up for clarifying. All right. And we've got the Justice reversed right off the bat. We are clarifying this Six of Pentacles. There's some kind of, this is another placement in Leo that came up right here as well, which is fascinating. But this is some kind of feeling of injustice or karmic injustice, or this can be divorce. What else here? Here's the King of Swords. So we've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So we've got a pair here, and they're both proper. They're both straight up. So this is them being on the same page, thinking in a like-minded sort of way, or having some kind of agreement. Very possibly when it comes to some kind of a payout, some kind of divorce situation. Doesn't have to be that, but then here's the Fool. So this is moving forward, having faith and trust in the universe, going forward in a new direction. Oftentimes this means independently rather than together. And here's the King of Wands, King of Rods. So this is a passionate, forward moving person. There's also the Queen of Wands here, who is matching this person. This is a power couple. This is very energetically connected couple. So let's take a look at this King of Cups reversed. Yeah, this King of Cups reversed is talking about all of their emotional wishes being dumped out. So it's like their highest and greatest treasures of emotional satisfaction, the things that they were manifesting. We've got this Three of Wands here, and we've got it again. Somebody is really feeling like they're being left out of the situation. They're literally being like cut out of the situation. Okay. And they're trying to leave the door open, and it looks like they're trying to leave the door open to this fiery Queen. So let's look at this Queen. This Queen, wow, check it out. So we've got the Page of Pentacles reversed again. This Queen, I feel like is the same Queen as this one. So instead of multiple queens, it feels like there's one Queen who's dealing with the same thing. Unless for some of you, there are two queens involved, that's just feminine energy, and they're both not accepting a particular offer. But I feel like for most of you, it's one person. Okay, so this Queen is not accepting this offer. And it has to do with the marriage card. I feel like this has to do more so with this King of Cups reversed and leaving an offer, leaving a situation. Okay, let's take a look at this Queen of Wands. Wow. Okay. I just want to say that this placement came up in Leo's spread too. This is crazy, but there you have it. So this Queen is leaving one situation, and here's the King of Pentacles, solid, stable, secure, wanting to grow, wanting to have a long-term committed relationship. And there's one offer that's not being accepted, and it looks like there's another offer. I want to say that there's some manifesting going on, except the manifesting is not complete. There's a lot of stuff, there are a lot of tools even that are not being used in order to manifest that need to be on the table before things can really come into fruition. All right, so this is the past. Now we're going to look at present time energy. So this Three of Pentacles, or this Three of Wands, just because there needs to be more on the table in order to really truly manifest, we're constantly manifesting. So here, this is the stuff that has been cooking. This is the stuff that's coming in already. And it's like, there's a wait for it. There's waiting happening here. And then there's not. So let's see what's going on here, right? I don't have all the information just yet. And I need more information in order to make a decision about what it is that I'm even manifesting. I've manifested some things, but I need to manifest more things. I need for things to fall into place. And I don't even know what those things are necessarily just yet. Part of it has to do with the end of some kind of third party and emotionally being ready to move forward, leaving these 8 cups behind in search of the rest of them, not settling. And this is about living in 2 different worlds at the same time, kind of juggling, going back and forth until some dust has settled, it feels like. Let's take a look at this Chariot. What needs to happen here before the Chariot can go forward into victory? And here's the Knight of Wands. This Knight of Wands is, it's like the fire. Somebody needs to light a fire, you know, like get it going. Let's go. Let's get the show on the road. All of the knights are in motion. And so this is a fiery knight in motion because they are completely inspired and passionately moving forward. So somebody needs to light a fire, get more excited about this, or do something to make things happen. Part of it has to do with past lying, cheating, stealing. Let me ask about that. What is that about? Somebody wants to move on and move forward, for sure. Go through that rite of passage. However, and like, it's like somebody wants to rush things and go, but they have to deal with the past before they can go forward into the future. Wow, go forward into the future. Here's the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So it's like they have to deal with the past in order to go forward into the future and be like, here's the married king, here's the married queen, the divine pair. So dealing with the past, let me just ask, I'm going to pull another card for that. What exactly in the past needs to be dealt with in order to go forward? Okay, so somebody's been left out in the cold and there's a need for, this is also the drain of resources. That was a lot of cards to jump out there. So there's definitely something that needs to be dealt with in the past that feels explosive, maybe. I'll pull one more card for that. Right. Somebody, okay, the strength card, this is somebody who's not having a whole lot of self-esteem in this situation. They're not feeling strong. They're also maybe having rage and anger. And this is also someone who doesn't have the capacity to transmute pain. So they're dealing with a lot of pain and they might be dealing with it in a way that is really difficult for them. Okay, here's the Hanged Man, no longer having to sacrifice, having seen everything from a different perspective. This is the end of a third party. This is also a lot of self-validation. I'm very clear in what it is that I want to do moving forward. And I know who I am and I know my worth, kind of thing. Here's this Queen of Wands and she's reversed here. So this is her saying, okay, I've had resentment, I've had upset, I've had anger in the past. And I need to find balance so that I can move forward into the future. Basically, I need to find my worth. I need to know where I am in my life so that I can move forward. I've been through life. I need to use those experiences as my own wisdom. And that's when she moves through the victory. Here's the Chariot card before the Chariot card. That's when she moves into victory and no longer has to wait. This is her dealing with, I'm hearing somebody say a foul mood, but this is her dealing with, you know, upset and not knowing where to yield her energy, wield it. Okay. And when I ask, okay, so what is it that she needs to know? Here's the Wheel of Fortune. She just needs to stick with whatever it is that she's seeing as her fairy tale. This is my fairy tale card, but it's also divine timing. So it's recognizing that timing has a lot to do with this. Victory is going to happen. Moving away from the battlefield is going to happen. It's going to happen in divine timing. Yeah, when we try to hurry things up, we're just in competition with the universe. That's pointless. So just go through the motions of doing what you need to do. Yeah, I'm even hearing somebody say, play it safe. Play it safe. Get all the ducks in a row. Okay, so here's the Page of Pentacles reversed. This is happening and this is the future. So somebody not accepting this offer, and it's all these wishes that are being left behind, or my wishes have changed, my wishes have evolved, and these are no longer my wishes. So I'm not accepting, I'm not telling the universe yes to these wishes anymore because that's not what I want. That's not what I want to manifest. And, you know, this is also like, this is like halfway healing, halfway illuminated. I feel like somebody's figuring this out still. What are my wishes? How are they manifesting? And I'm only halfway actually seeing that. I'm being at, okay, so this is the idea that somebody is hurrying things along before they get really super clear about their intrinsic intentions about the future, their evolved wishes. That has to happen. So this is about coming out of hibernation when there's still some meditation that needs to happen here around all of this, around wishes. right, there's that independence here. Here is this self-validation and recognizing where I need to throw my energy so that it works the best for me. And this has to do with that. It has to do with who am I independently before I can move forward with whatever it is, whatever endeavor that I'm doing. Who am I independently without anybody else telling me who I am, or without anybody else needing something from me? Who am I? So that's what this is. What do I tell the universe that I want and what I don't want based on only me? You know, those things can evolve too when you're thinking about other people, but this is about figuring it out yourself. Okay, and getting really clear with this Queen of Swords, getting really clear on that connection with higher self. And here's a Knight of Swords. This is about storming the castle with the truth. This is about getting so much clarity before you create a complete ending of one thing and a rebirth of something new, absolutely new. Here's that dreaming and wishing. This can be some magical thinking type stuff, but I always really see this myself as dreaming into reality, creating dreams, and then figuring out how to funnel those and channel those into your physical, into your environment. And this has something to do with releasing these cups, releasing some cup of love before you can move forward. Tell me more about this cup of love. And here we have that Six of Pentacles again. So there's some kind of reciprocity here. It's releasing something that you once thought that you wanted that you no longer want, or it's changed and you don't want it the way you wanted it before. Let's take a look at this Emperor reversed. What's up, Emperor reversed? This Emperor reversed feels like they're self-conscious about money. They're self-conscious about resources or maybe a home. But this Emperor is, talk about the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is the Emperor before the Emperor in the majors. And this Emperor has everything. He rules the empire. When he's reversed, there's some kind of thing going on here where it's like, I'm not sure of myself and I'm not sure of my property, my home, my money, something. Okay, and Aries, this is your card. This is the energy of Aries. And so whatever it is that is making you feel imbalanced or not sure-footed, and this is like ignoring it kind of. So I feel like the imbalance and the, not feeling sure-footed has a lot to do with not paying attention to it. It's like it needs to be dealt with, or it needs to be addressed somehow. Let's see. Yeah, and here's the Ace of Wands. Here's a passionate new beginning. It needs to be, I feel like somebody even has this passion. You've got two aces here. Like there's some kind of new start, this new passionate beginning. I mean, this can be a relationship, but this can be business. It can be a job. It can be a move. It can be anything that is exciting. I'm not sure if I'm, ready to move or whatever it is. I'm not sure if I'm ready to do this, but ultimately you have everything that you need in order to do it. You just have to pay attention to what it is and make a choice. You have to choose one path over another path. Look at all these wands too, and all this fiery energy. It's like that energy that came up over here. Somebody needs to light a fire and like just do something, like just get this going. Yet at the same time, it feels like there needs to be a lot of information. There's definitely, along with Leo, there's definitely a feeling of divine timing here. But then there's also a feeling of, okay, we have to light a fire and we have to make something happen as well. Like action is needed. And it's like, you'll know when that time is. Divine timing is going to open that path or light that path for you. But then when the path is lit, you need to act on it. I'm going to pull one more. Wow. That's so perfect. The Star card, your highest and your greatest potential. I will say this, your highest and your greatest potential. If you're scared or feeling some kind of just lack of confidence because of resources and not acting on them and choosing a path, this is your highest and your greatest potential. This is also about listening to your higher self, but listening to your guides, seeing the signs. Synchronicities will also show you. Synchronicities show us our path that's being lit for us. Let's take a look, or lights, synchronicities light are the lights on the path. Okay. Let's take a look at energy that you don't see coming this month, Aries. What's up, Aries? Okay, we've got bad health, child, gift, and sudden wealth. Okay, so I will say this, sometimes Kipper can be quite obvious and straightforward. However, I want to say that ultimately bad health and child to me refer to an inner child that needs to be worked on, held, paid attention to. Somebody's inner child is coming out. It could very well be this, King of Cups up here that's reversed, but somebody's inner child is really sad and upset and is freaking out basically and needs to be attended to. And there's something from this that's quite a gift and sudden wealth. There's something that when this is taken care of, when this is addressed, there's just so much, I feel like, happiness and stability that comes with that. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this romance oracle because it looks like there can be lots of romance here. And if it's not totally romantic that is resonating for you, this can have a lot to do with other types of relationships. It looks like there's a lot of work related stuff going on here as well. Holy crap. I will just say that this came out for Leo as well. Okay, so children. So just be aware if you want to have children or if you don't want to have children, there's a lot of child energy in your space, but a lot of inner child type stuff going on here because it seems like there's a lot of volatile change that's happening, and that's exactly when the inner children like to pop up. Romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. I feel like that has a lot to do with the star card down here. And it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I really love that, Aries. Let's take a look at your moonology. What do your angels and guides want to tell you? The end of a tough cycle approaches. A win-win outcome is forecast. I love that. We have 2 full moon cards here. Whoa. We have 3 full moon cards. Look at the bigger picture. That has come up a couple of times too here. So look, well, it came up with Leo. I just want to say that. That's crazy. It came up here too. Okay, so this is energy and it looks like it's relating to right around the middle of February, around the full moon. At the end of a tough cycle approaches, a win-win outcome is forecast, and look at the bigger picture. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you. Let me know how that resonates, and I will talk to you soon. I'll be back doing a love sitch spread, another energy check in a few days. Bye, Aries.